Grandpa and Grandma Thesman came to live in Enid, and you saw that picture in there where they were all dressed up, and they came in there and with high expectations of going to the city MB Church on 4th and Broadway in Enid. And they'd been going to the North Church, is out in the country, which was near their farm. And so they both came to our house, 1101 North Grand, that you saw there, potato chips in the rear, and Grandpa and Dad got down in the basement, and with a lot of other people, they made that into a three-room, one, the kitchen and a living room, and then the stool and the closet was on the other side. So they had two nice rooms there, and it was in those days it was adequate. Yeah. And so they got to move some of their good stuff that they had in their house, meaning like dressers and things in there, and they had their own things, so they were very happy in there. Well, when Grandma got sick right away when she moved, and she was probably sick. Kids don't realize some of that, and before that could have been one of their major factors in leaving the farm, because they couldn't handle it anymore. Because it was a tough job to farm in those days, any day. Mm-hmm. And so after Grandma, she had to come upstairs, and she passed away, and I don't know where the girls slept, because she slept in their bed when she passed away. I remember that was their bed. And I had a little room that used to be a closet, and it wasn't big enough to put a bed in there, so it was a steel bed, and they cut the steel bed down so that it would fit in the it was too long, see? But I was little, so it didn't make any difference. And I had one window there, and that was my room. That's the reason I know about. And the girls, they had to sleep together someplace. I don't know what. Anyway, Grandma passed away, and so
he was living there by himself.
He was living down in the basement by himself, and well, he, when he would read and he would sit in a big chair, and he'd run his fingers this way, and then he'd run his fingers this way, and he did that for hours and hours. And he had cataracts so bad he couldn't see very well, and when he looked, he had to get the light right on the subject, and when he would get to a place that he couldn't handle something, well, he had to ask someone, he would get the broom, his broom, that he swept the floor with, and he would hit on the bottom of the upstairs, and it was a wooden floor, and everybody would hear it. It was like somebody taking a hammer and beating on the floor. Uh-huh. And so everybody would say, "Well, who's going down?" And,
you guys draw straws.
Well, it's your turn. And things like he dropped something and couldn't find it, and then the kids would go down. There was something for explain a technical thing or something. My dad would go down, and it was something about clothing, and my mother would go down. We kind of passed there, and if you got down there and you couldn't handle it, well, you just go, I'll go get Mother and she'll come down there and help you. Okay. And that's the way it worked. We had a working relationship, and he had, I don't know why, but he always had some kind of a little sores in his neck. And he'd say, get a needle and open it. And I said, well, it's already bleeding. And he'd say, open it big. And so I'd open it big, and he's right. Usually there would be some kind of a little core would pop out there, and I'd say, "Oh, I got it, Grandpa." Okay, yeah, I know. I mean, and that was one of the things. And he always, once in a while, he would come upstairs and ask to come down. And the other thing is that I didn't have a driver's license, but I drove him because I could drive his car better than, because he couldn't see well enough, and he knew that. And he walked to church. The church was from our house. It was about, we were 1101, and Broadway is 1, see? So he had to walk a mile to get to the heart of town. And then he turned and went to the east, and the church was on 4th and Broadway, so he had to go another half a mile to there. So when he walked, he had at least 3 or 4 miles of walking. And he would take his cane, and he always walked real straight and what we call pressed. That's kind of stuck up, sort. He walked down, with the shoulders way back, and he had a big gait. He didn't walk slow, He knew that he had to keep it going.
Was he tall?
He was 6 feet. He wasn't 6'4" or anything, but he was 6 feet.
How old was he at that time?
When he passed away, I think he was 75.
Oh, okay.
And so anyway, when we need to go in the car, well, you gonna go take me to church? And can you take me to church? That's what. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I mean, it wasn't. Well, wait a minute, I'm going to get a drink of water and go to John.
It was right now.
Well, Grandpa, I got to go upstairs and well, let's go.
All right.
And he meant now.
Wow.
And that's the way he was. When he was ready to go, he was ready.